Hi there, everybody. This is Dr. Erin here, and I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about neuroendocrine driven development and the optimal maturation program. So, generally, we think of the endocrine system as being this classic feedback loop up to the brain, the hypothalamic pituitary axis, that then tells all these glands and tissues what to do and what to secrete. And it's a lot more complicated than that. We also have all these other hormones that are getting secreted throughout the body: melatonin, parathyroid hormone, things that have to do with growth and reproduction, stress, and even the heart has some neuroendocrine activity to it. So it's really something that's ubiquitous throughout the whole system. And here's a beautiful slide. Can't figure out where to put myself here. Here's a beautiful slide from Dr. Nasha Winters. And she helps us see how everything is interconnected. This neuroendocrine system is a very fundamental part of the terrain that is responding to everything else in the terrain: stress, inflammation, blood sugar, minerals, mineral deficiencies, all of that. Most importantly, our thoughts, as we have down here. And that's a big part of what I want to talk about because it's the most overlooked in the conventional medical world and historically, but it's earning prime time now that we all understand how much trauma has had to do with chronic health issues, behavior, ADHD, autism. We could go on and on and on that list, and not the least of which is cancer and the psychological shocks associated with cancer, which Dr. Nasha is a big fan of helping people to resolve and uncover. And that steps into what's going on with the neuroendocrine system. We are, from the moment of our conception, incarnating into a physical form from a spiritual plane. The soul enters those blob of cells. There's an involution, and we are starting an experience of the earthly realm that's being mediated and directed by these different glands that are filtering both the internal and the external experience. And it's really all through feeling and feeling states. So one day I looked at that slide of Dr. Winters of the neuroendocrine terrain, and I saw a spider web, and I thought that's absolutely exactly what it is. It's a web that catches everything that happens in a person's life through gestation, conception, gestation, birth, childhood development. These are all really, really critical periods that are defining who we are, shaping our perception and shaping our thoughts in the future. And what the optimal maturation program is it's a way to re-inform those developmental periods with energetics of the different neuroendocrine organs and then the other supportive organs that are developing at that particular phase. So the full OM program also includes a mineral salt that is the structure, the grounding substance for each phase. And then we can sometimes even use Unda numbers, which are drainage homeopathic remedies that help the body reinforce that phase of development. So this is the full program for each phase. We jump from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3, and then we do that twice before we jump into the puberty phase, because you want to build a good foundation before you move on. And the length of time we play with. So that's the OM program. It's a big part of a grander view of health and healing and how to reintegrate mysticism with science, experience with what's happening in the body as we learn to redefine and redevelop ourselves.